Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely because you guys were on my back, right? It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. This is the Wrestling Conscious channel where we give empathy, common sense, and we slam dunk. We slam down the analytics in these wrestling streets because you guys since November, we've been on my back saying WWE is the best it's ever been. WWE is this. TV time. Rhea Ripley. And look what happened. Look what I have predicted and analysed, and it's come now. I'm not doing segment by segment, I'm doing a thematic review, a thematic analysis. So let's get into it. Right, in this thematic review, I've got 6 themes which came out of this Raw. Number 1 is coasting. WWE is coasting and taking the loyal fans for granted, right? Number 2, fans accept anything. They accept mediocrity because they think if you're exposed to something lots of times, it must be good and have sheep mentality or groupthink. Number 3, no stars. Well, let me say, not many stars, right? And I put something about Logan Paul, how Logan Paul is a part-timer, influencer, and better than most of the roster, which is a shame. How can an outsider be better than the whole roster? Mostly, pretty much. At number 4, positioning and booking, disaster, or just. Number 5, it's not part of Raw, but the releases, it's interconnected. And 6, Rey Mysterio, the legend. Okay, let's start with coasting. Now, we're getting into a formula in this Netflix era everyone was so pumped about. Was like, oh my god, everything's going to change. It's going to be great because it's on Netflix. Oh my god, it's going to be so great because they're going to swear. Oh my god, they can do anything. It's going to be not the PG era on Netflix. Oh my god, because it's a $5 billion deal. Yeah, but the quality is still the same or worse, right? Before Netflix era. Okay. Now let's talk about the coasting. So we're getting into a formula of you do the yeet thing, crowd is over, fine. I'm not upset about the yeet thing, I'm whatever. You get Rhea Ripley doing a crappy promo, yeah? And people get high off that because people like Rhea Ripley. You stick in a Judgment Day promo, and then you have CM Punk and Seth Rollins saying nothing. I've been having this for like X amount of months now. And it's just coasting. How can you go? This is WrestleMania season. I was thinking, is it February? Has the Royal Rumble even happened? Because why am I sitting here thinking, why does it feel like it's not WrestleMania season? Why am I not excited? Because we're coasting and we're stalling for time. I'll go into my later thoughts about and the analysis about the booking and positioning. The coasting, the evidence, you're going to be like, what is the evidence? CM Punk's promos. Now, I don't hate CM Punk. I'm not a big fan of CM Punk, but objectively, he is a good promo worker and it's very believable and he has a connection with the fans. We cannot deny. But if every week where they put him on a certain segment to get ratings and keep people going, and all he does is like, I kind of lost, Drew's a doo-doo head, Seth is a doo-doo head, I'm going to win, and he's probably going to lose. And we hear that and different remixes of that. What is CM Punk? I've done a video, and people was cussing me on my video like, CM Punk is not authentic. What is he rebelling against? CM Punk is coasting. He's at the end of his career. He's probably not going to kick up a big fuss. He's still a top guy because you guys made him still a top guy after all his absence, yeah? All of that malarkey. What is it? Apart from If he does not get a WrestleMania main event slot, night one or even night two, what is the point of CM Punk? What is he fighting for? We know he's not the best in the world. We're just coasting. We're just like, well, we're going to get Seth Rollins to do Burn It Down, a Monday Night Rollins. Okay. What else? Seth says the same thing. I lost, but Roman Reigns and CM Punk and blah, blah, blah. And still lose. Yeah? What else? Another championship reign. Is anyone going to get excited over another CM Punk? Maybe now because he's gone away, but for Seth Rollins. Coasting. Gunther comes, does a mid promo. We're like, okay, that's fine. Why are we accepting this mediocrity? Are we so... It's like eating a McDonald's. It's just like, I love McDonald's. I eat this chicken burger. I eat this. It feels good now, but later, you just feel dirty. Fans accept anything. This was seen in the War Raiders and American Made match. Not saying the War Raiders or American Made, those two brothers are not good wrestlers. It was alright, but it just takes, let me do one little spot, another little spot, and everyone goes, this is awesome, this is amazing. You need to think about quality fans. Quality. The quality of wrestling, the product has gone so down. You guys are excited about anything. Where back in the day, you can watch segment by segment and you're equally entertained all the way down to the main event. Right, I said this before in my other videos, but you guys are playing in my face. You better talk to me nicely, right? There's hardly any stars. Where are the stars? What you say? Who's a draw? CM Punk possibly. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, now Jay. I'm not sure about Drew McIntyre. Rhea Ripley, if you like her or not, she does draw. People like Rhea Ripley. Charlotte, whether we like her or not, she is a draw. So that's 5. I don't even know if AJ Styles, no. I think just 5 top of my head is a draw. These 5 people can't carry the whole company. They cannot. Oh yeah, and sorry, and Roman Reigns, he's never there. And John Cena is never there. I can't see John Cena, so I couldn't talk about him. Now, let's look at Logan. It bleeds into Logan being a part-timer, an influencer, and he's better than the old roster. He's not even there, and he brings excitement. He can wrestle. He can do a promo. Now, one of my videos, I said, I keep going back to my videos because people were on my case and giving me all these comments. They weren't subscribing and saying how bad my videos were, yada, 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 clickbait, whatever you want to call me, whatever. But the truth still remains. That's what I do the channel because I refuse to accept the status quo where there's journalism like the Chris Van Vliet or whatever will just dick ride any wrestler and not ask proper journalism questions and not having a proper opinion. I refuse to inflate these wrestlers' egos to say that the product and the booking is amazing, right? And we can create really good stars. And when you're on the cusp of making a good star, you just discard them. Or when there's a really good storyline, you discard it. You guys pooed on the Kofi and Xavier thing when it was hot, when it just turned heels. You pooed on Bron Breakker. You're pooing all over LA Knight, yeah. So, what is going on? That's what I need to know. What is going on? Because it's the poor booking, and this goes into the theme of booking, positioning, and then the next one about releases. The booking and positioning. Let's look at the women's title, the Intercontinental Championship with what's her name? Lyra Valkyria. I was going to call her Lyra Velcro for some reason, but Lyra Valkyria. You didn't put her on the Raw's Netflix. It's a new championship. You didn't even put her on Raw. Let me just say this as well. Raw, they can have how much time, and also of 3 hours. Or they even go how long in 3 hours. Not saying that they should for Raw, But Live Valkyria, why are you not putting her have a celebration match? You know, like a celebratory. Let her have more promo time, not backstage time. Celebrate the Intercontinental Champion. There is not women. The I don't know if Katana Chance. I think she's going to Smack. There's a lot lower mid card women to have to so she can feud with that title. They call it Kai. There's lots of people, but you, for her first kind of televised match as intercontinental champion, you make her lose to Bayley. So Bayley couldn't put her over. What's going on? You're not giving her a chance. And then when she gets released in 6 months' time, you'd be like, oh, you don't give them a chance. Kamala Hayes, this is another, I don't want to even chat about it. Or Apollo Crews, let's leave it for SmackDown. But the booking and positioning for you to make new stars, you're not doing it. You're making all these people from NXT fail. I'm just thinking about NXT fail. Like, imagine you are training these wrestlers like Blair Davenport. I know she's on SmackDown, but this goes into the next bit of releases. You're training these wrestlers for years. You invest hundreds of thousands, millions into these wrestlers, training, all this kind of stuff. In NXT, you bring them up on the main roster. You don't have no plans for them, but you still bring them onto the main roster, yeah? You don't let them do promos. You don't let them have good matches on PLEs. You're not positioning them. You're not giving them the environment to thrive. The reason why it works at NXT because you give them the time. It's a smaller audience. You allow them to take risks. But why bring them on main TV? You not allow them to have a risk. Not everything's going to be a sure bet. Some things you just have to do. And then if we keep on seeing them losing, like Live Valkyria to Bayley, we're going to call them a jobber, and that hurts their career. All that training, NXT champion, all that don't mean squat. All that hard work of potential don't mean squat if you're not pushing them or positioning them to thrive. Now, there's a difference when you have someone like Tiffany Stratton, where you give opportunities to, and she comes up short with her promo skills. Rhea Ripley, you give opportunities, and she comes up short with her promo skills. But they're still liked. So that's how we accept mediocrity. You couldn't in the Attitude Era, whatever era, even in 2016, to me was the golden age of the Netflixy, Total Diva, whatever era, and main roster era, where, or reality era even, where you just turn up and not be good on the mic. In 2025, we cannot have people who are not having a decent promo. Some people will say it's the writing. I get it. It is the writing. Because who writes Stupid Idiot for Bayley? Like, who's writing that? I'm sure Bayley would not write that promo. Or even for Nia as the heel. Call someone the best comeback, Stupid Idiot. Nia Jax, or even the person who's the person, I don't know what her real name is, wouldn't say that in real life. It's so unnatural. But I don't think WWE, the creative, are setting these wrestlers to win, because you just end up releasing them and you don't have no plans for them. And not everyone, they're booking everybody like a utility player. A utility player. They could be good at this, it could be doing this, it could be good at this. No. My girl Naomi, she's booked as a utility player. Why she never do the most dangerous matches? I don't know. Why don't she do like feud with Charlotte Flair and have a good feud and do Hell in a Cell or booking? I don't know why she never put in that position, but she does War Games. I don't know. The booking and positionings matter. Stop booking everyone like a utility player. Chad Gable, you're booking him like a utility player. Oh, he can do this, he can lose, he can do that. He can even look at Drew McIntyre. His luck is gonna run out. Now he's like a Miz now. He can get beat, he can be top of the card, bottom of the card, whatever. And it doesn't really affect his status, right? And his hierarchy in the company as a kind of quasi top guy. You can't do that two more, or he's going to be fighting like bloody be like the Miz fighting. What's it called? Not Judgment Day. What's it called? The Final Testament or whatever. All that stupidness, right? I've already kind of talked about releases, booking, positioning, releases. Now my final bit is Rey Mysterio, the Legend. I don't think we put. I'm glad in that they're using Rey more. Scrap the LWO, man. Just put LWO somewhere far. Leave Penta and leave Rey Mysterio alone. Let them be a separate bit. I don't want to see them together. I know they try to do a little tease. They keep on testing things. Oh, let's see Penta and no. Penta is his own man. Let us do his little Penta life, and then let Rey Mysterio, the Legend, does his thing, right? Rey Mysterio. I'm so glad he's in main event and he's getting more. Now I've talked about it in different videos. Rey Mysterio, should be always around the world title spot. So in my head, alright, let me explain this further. Why are we seeing the same remixes of Cody and Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Gunther and like pretending like there's no one else on the roster? There are people in the roster who has been world champions before. So if they have a match with somebody, we should always think in the back of the head, if you've been a world champion before, they could have a chance of being world champion again. I lie. So let's think of Kofi Kingston, whether you like it or not. The Miz, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus. These are people who are world champions. Why are they not always in the world champion spot and rotate that when we get in the same bloody remix of Seth Rollins losing or whatever? And do a little surprise hot potato of the world champions. Like, oh, I didn't know this Rey Mysterio is going to win. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he should win it now, but I think Rey Mysterio with his career, just like with Bobby John Cena, he needs one world, just do one world title. I don't know who's going to go against. Maybe a Rey Mysterio and a Jey Uso. I don't know. Two faces might not work. Or even like a Rey Mysterio and a Gunther. Who knows? But Rey Mysterio, the way how he's working today, how he was so great with not today, but with Logan Paul, and he keeps up, and the crowd is with him no matter where he is on the card. Rey Mysterio is money, and you need to invest in the money in a good storyline. To forget his kid, Rey Mysterio is the Legend, and there is money have to make. Money have to make with Rey Mysterio. I see it. Let me know if you see it. The potential of Rey Mysterio having a really good run as a Hall of Famer. Yeah? So in essence, in summary, WWE is coasting. They're taking everyone for granted. They're hiring up the fees, talking about grossing. They hire up the fees. Well, no, people can't afford to go to WWE. There's hardly any stars. They're releasing people, not giving people room to thrive, to be the best. So I can make a very concrete decision. Like, you know what? You're just not connecting. You poo. Fair enough. But there's doubt in my head when you're getting let go, and you're not even being used properly, and you're being booked poorly. The releases, that got links into releases, and Rey Mysterio is a legend. Book him as a legend. I know he wants to give and put people over, but we can't do that all the time. Let be the last put over Rey Mysterio does, and book him as a former and potential new world heavyweight champion. Wrestling Conscience over and out. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. We're growing, and I cannot wait to do more edits and do more videos. But my life is hectic right now, so I'm just sticking to my 2 videos or 3 videos a week, depending if there's a PLE, and then I'll do some more, because when I was doing more content, it was growing. But it is what it is. Alright, Wrestling Conscience over and out.